the recent hostage situation at a Texas synagogue has raised the question: who is Aafia Siddiqui? Aafia Siddiqui is a Pakistani neuroscientist who studied at prestigious universities in the United States, at Brandeis University and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. In the year after the 9/11 attacks, she drew the attention of American law authorities. Top FBI and Justice Department officials identified her as a al-Qaida operator and facilitator at a May 2004 press conference, in which they warned of intelligence indicating that al-Qaida intended an assault in the coming months. In 2008, Afghan authorities arrested her and placed her in the custody of the counter-terrorism department of Ghazni province, Afghanistan. The American officials said they discovered handwritten notes in her possession that described the fabrication of so-called dirty bombs and named potential areas in the United States that could be targeted in a mass casualty strike. Authorities claim she grabbed one of a U.S. Army officer's M4 gun and opened fire on members of the U.S. team sent to question her inside an interrogation room at an Afghan police compound. She was convicted in 2010 on charges that included attempting to kill U.S. nationals outside of the country. What was the response? Pakistani officials promptly condemned the sentence, which sparked rallies in a number of towns and media criticism. Yusuf Raza Gilani, the Prime Minister at the time, referred to her as a daughter of the country and promised to advocate for her release. In the years afterwards, Pakistani politicians have openly discussed exchanges or bargains that may result in her release. She has also received backing from alleged militants in the United States. An Ohio man who confessed plotting to kill U.S. military soldiers after receiving training in Syria also planned to go to Texas and attack the federal jail, where Siddiqui is being imprisoned, in an attempt to release her. Abdurrahman Sheikh Mohammed, the man, was sentenced to 22 years in jail in 2018. What's the latest on Siddiqui's detention? Aafia Siddiqui is serving an 86-year jail term after being convicted in Manhattan in 2010. Many of her supporters, many of whom believed in her innocence, demanding the release of Aafia Siddiqui. And on Saturday, a man accused of taking at least 4 hostages inside a Texas synagogue. A synagogue, also known as a shul or temple, is a place of worship for Jews. The suspect heard shouting on a live stream and demanding the release of a Pakistani neuroscientist. The law enforcement official said the man claimed to be armed, but authorities have not confirmed whether he is. On the live stream, many viewers heard the hostage taker refer to Siddiqui as his sister. He also demanded on being able to communicate with her. The man rants about America and claims to have a bomb. All 4 persons, taken hostage inside a synagogue in the U.S. state of Texas, have been freed safely. More than 10 hours after a shooter interrupted a religious service and began a tense confrontation with authorities. Colleyville Police Chief Michael Miller said at a press conference that the gunman had been killed. Faizan Syed, Executive Director of the Council on American Islamic Relations in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, said the group believes Siddiqui was caught in the war on terror, as well as a political prisoner who was wrongfully condemned based on weak evidence. However, he strongly opposed the hostage-taking, calling it wicked, terrible, and totally undermining the attempts to free Dr. Aafia Siddiqui.